Hello all, welcome to Learn with Techies. Today I am going to talk about a really exciting AI tool that is changing the way we find information. Find is a powerful AI powered search engine that can help developers find the information they need faster and easier than ever before. It uses variety of advanced techniques to understand your search question and deliver the most relevant result. For example, let's say you're trying to find a tutorial on how to use a new programming language. With Find, you could simply type in tutorial, the programming language, and it would return you a list of tutorials from all over the web. And Find can do even more than that. Since it's AI driven, it can also understand your preferences, such as your skill level or your preferred learning style. If you are a beginner, Find will only return tutorials that are designed for a beginner. And if you prefer to learn by watching videos, Find would only return tutorials that are in video format. So it's like a customizable and concise Stack Overflow. It's a perfect tool for anyone who wants to find information quickly and easily. So I hope I have hyped you guys enough. Now let's dive in. This is Find. So you can type in find.com and it will take you to its homepage, and we can ask any question in here. Let's start with something basic. So I am asking it to create a hello world program in Java. There are three formats also in which I can ask the answer. Here I'll go ahead with expert one. So this is what it has created. It has given me the exact solution, which is pretty easy. But the best thing about it is like it's also telling me how to compile that program and how to run the compiled program. Moreover, it goes ahead and explain the problem also, like what class hello world mean, what does system.out.println mean. If you type a question here, it will provide all of the documentation also with it. It also provides me a source tab where I can see all of the source of its information. So if I want to learn more about it, I can click on one of those and go in there. Now you can go ahead, if you like the answer, you can put a thumbs up or thumbs down. You can also copy the answer from here, and if you did not like the answer, then you can go ahead and regenerate this answer. You can also ask some follow-up questions in here. And since I used the expert opinion, that's why it's providing me all of these explanations. If I have used the concise version, then it would not have provided me all these explanations. It would have provided me only the concise answer. There is also a third format, the creative version. So when do we use it? We can use the creative mode when you are trying to find something that you are not able to find on the internet. Like you have a bug and you want its solution. Here AI could be creative and it can provide you those answers. So suppose as an example, I have a simple code that I want to find what is failing in that. So I can go ahead. I want to correct my code that I have. I want to use the creative option. There's an advanced search option also, so I want to open it up. So here you can put any extra code or context that you want to send so that it's easier for the model to understand. So I'll add all my code in here. There's also a limit of 6,000 words in here. So I've added my code here. It's a simple C# code that hit an URL and get a result from there. Let me just ask it for the answer. So this is what it has provided me. It was able to find some errors in here, like it has added all the imports that I was missing. This one fixed the URL string by removing the extra quote character at the end. So I have used it somewhat wrongly, so it changed it to the proper double quotes. It also went ahead and changed this function to response.content.read as string, which is the right function instead of what I added in here. And at last it changed it to system.threading.task because we are calling a async function, so we need to have a task keyword in here. So it was pretty good. Now let's go ahead and ask it to create something complicated. We want to create a front end using React 18. So here massive improvement over ChatGPT, because since ChatGPT is trained only over the models before 2021 and React 18 was introduced in 2022, so ChatGPT is not trained on that, so it will not be able to find any information around that. But Find is more up to date. I want it to be concise. So this is what it has provided me. It has provided me the UI, how to create the input. It has also used the style components and used input hooks to get me those values. Since we have asked it to give us the weather, it has automatically suggested this open weather map APIs and added a fetch library to get us those values. One thing I noticed in here, it has provided me the exact styling, but it does not tell me how to create the front end, like install a React library and so forward. So I think it's all because of the prompt that I have created. So let me just go ahead and ask it with a different prompt. Create a React app using React 18 containing an input box where entering a city gives its weather, and let's see what it's replying. So I think now it has provided us the right answer where it's telling us to create a React app and then install all of these packages and then add this code. It also tells us how to get this open weather map API. That's pretty good. In the interest of time, I went ahead and copied all of this into my local Visual Studio Code in this weather app, and then I'm just running it out on my local. I can enter any of the city name in here, and once I click on this get weather, it gives me the weather result. In the backend, it's calling the Open Weather Map API to get the corresponding results. Now the other point that I want to talk about is the last option, providing custom links. So here, when you do the search, you can also provide links that I want the search to be limited in only this. Like suppose I want to find something about React and I want to limit the search only in the React documentation. So I can add those custom links here, separated by comma, to restrict the search. The last thing that I want to cover here is about how it handles the privacy. So if you go into the find privacy term, you will see its policy, and it's very good. As of now, they are saying they will never sell your data to any third party, which is good and transparent in contrast to what ChatGPT's privacy policy is. So in retrospective, there were 3 great benefits of Find. One was it was free to use. Second, it's up to date with the latest information. And third is the privacy is secured. So that was it from my side. Thank you for joining me. Do like and subscribe my channel, and do comment in the video description below how are you going to use Find and how helpful it is for you. Thank you, and I'll see you again in the next session of What's New in Tech.